All right, everybody, it's 12 o'clock by my time, so we'll get underway. Welcome to the first Zoomformation call for zones 33 and 34 and more for 2021. I hope you've all had a great break, enjoyed some quality time with family, ate and drank a lot, got lots of presents, and generally recharged the batteries for another exciting year in Rotary. Happy New Year to everyone. We're delighted to see 93 on the call and rising. So today we have a really fabulous program for you. Stephanie will introduce the program, but before we get to Stephanie and the program, it's my pleasure to introduce our cameo guest for today, Linda Fisher-Bruce, past District Governor Linda Fisher-Bruce from District 7305 in Pennsylvania. Linda was the chair of the service project for our recent summit. You may recall we were raising money for the Pittsburgh Food Bank. This was a very successful project, and it is now my pleasure to introduce Linda to tell you about the project and how much we donated. So Linda, welcome.
Thank you, and Happy New Year from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Right now, Zone 33, 34 is our most loved Rotary zone. You have done amazing things with our Summit of Champion fundraisers events. Not only were they fun to do with our Uncorked event and our tailgate party, but afterwards we were able to visit the site on December 23rd with Stephanie, and we took EM Media with us, and we actually got inside the food bank. And it was quite an assembly of people. And those that were working were all people who were marginalized and unable to find work. And then they were given the opportunity to join to make something better for others. We raised $27,033.99. A big thank you. We know many of you have struggling neighborhoods as well, and we certainly have had our share of challenges. So what does that mean to you? That means you people of action are going to be feeding throughout several months 1,035,180 meals to people in our community. Something that is just outstanding, and my heart goes out to you. Thank you so much. We have a wonderful video to have you share with what you accomplished with your clubs. It will be posted on Zone 33, 34 very shortly. And I think you'll enjoy the quality of it and really see the heartbeat of the efforts that you have given. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you on behalf of Pittsburgh families that are struggling. And Happy New Year. Thank you.
And thank you, Linda, so much. Thank you for coordinating the
Happy New Year to all of you.
And thanks to Vivian, who was in charge of the overall part of that. You were a great part of Vivian's team. So thank you, Linda, very much. And we hope that you will visit the website and take a look at the video that was produced. It would be a really nice piece to add in one of your upcoming meetings, easy to do if you're doing Zoom meetings, just to show how Rotarians all over our zones were so generous in helping to feed people in the Western Pennsylvania region. So today I want to talk about another project that is a zone-wide project that involves Rotarians all over our zones, and that is our initiative called Rotary Works. Rotary Works is an initiative for both Rotarians and Rotaractors throughout zones 33 and 34 who are experiencing career transition. We all know 2020 was a rough year, and for a lot of different reasons. Some people lost jobs, some people are in a job that doesn't fit them, some people lost hours. Some Rotaractors were finishing programs and entering a completely horrendous job market. We have certain areas of our zones where entire industries were effective, the airline industry, the hospitality industry, and others. So, you know, it is a very, very crucial time for many of our fellow Rotarians. Rotary Works is a three-part program that is meant to help these folks who are in career transition, and it is a vocational service project. You know, vocational service is one of our 5 areas of service, but tends to be the one that gets the least amount of play because it's harder to understand how to do something with it. Well, some of the people that you're going to meet this afternoon are part of this amazing team who have worked to put this initiative together. As I mentioned, there are 3 parts. There is a career strategies part, there is a job board, and there is an impact fund. And you're going to hear from folks who will describe all of that, as well as from our overall communications person who will talk about how we're getting the word out. So to begin this afternoon, let me introduce 2 people who work on the career strategies portion of this program. And they're great contributors, and they're also people who are presenters, Rich Salon and Claudia Myrtle. Rich and Claudia, over to you.
Thank you, Director Stephanie. Our careers opportunities sessions are live Zoom meetings each month, occurring on the second Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We're dedicated to assisting you in whatever stage you're in with your career. These monthly Zoom meetings will provide the career-related skills needed to get you where you want to go.
And it doesn't matter if you're a Rotarian or a Rotaractor or a family member of either of these. This series is for you. If you're seeking employment, consulting, or business ownership, this series will help you prepare for what matters most to you, and that's career fulfillment. Here's a preview of some of the upcoming programs. Rich?
On January 13th at 1 p.m. is Vocation Evaluation and Opportunities. You will learn how to create a vision for your future and understand how to begin the process toward your most fulfilling career. In February, we'll provide expertise in personal branding, networking, and how to best leverage LinkedIn. Defining your personal brand is important. How you articulate it while networking and utilizing LinkedIn will help you in your career search. Our March session will provide the essential technical tools you need for marketability in the 21st century. Marketing in the current environment looks much different than the past. We're going to provide you tools so you can present yourself in a favorable light in the current career climate.
Yes, and in April, we're going to provide the guidance needed for those who want to become their own boss. Business ownership remains a very strong career solution, and we want to give you the information that you need. So if you're considering the entrepreneurial route, that will help. In May, the program will provide instruction on interviewing skills. The employment market continues to be incredibly competitive, and we want to help our Rotarians and Rotaractors to shorten the length of their job search. And in June, we have 1 session with 3 breakouts. The first one is starting a career. The second one is growing and balancing that career. And the third one is staying in the game. This session will have something for everyone. Rich?
Thanks, Claudia. Future sessions will provide a session including teaching Rotarians how to help their fellow Rotarians who are in a career search. We're going to do this by utilizing the career search techniques in today's market. Gone are the days of offering to forward someone's resume or telling a person you'll let them know if you hear something. Those tactics went out during the Reagan administration. Rotarians are eager to help, and this session will make sure they are quick to do so. You'll continue to identify future presentation topics along the way. Please let us know if you have ideas to make this series more helpful. Again, this Rotary Works team is dedicated to presenting information that will provide career enhancement to Rotarians and Rotaractors throughout zones 33 and 34. Listen, career seekers can be making traction or drinking a ton of coffee. Our monthly career opportunities presentations are all about helping you make traction. Career success is important, and we're all about helping our Rotarians and Rotaractors get where they want to go. Claudia?
Yes, and we want to help you meet, then exceed your career expectations. We certainly hope that you'll be able to join us in the first of this excellent series on January 13th at 12 Eastern Standard Time. Now I'd like to turn it over to Steve for some information on coaching. Steve?
Thank you, Claudia. I think we can all agree that our Rotary membership is just full of talented people, successful business people, educators, professionals with years of experience in their field, and sometimes in multiple fields. We felt that with so many Rotaractors and Rotarians looking for employment opportunities, whether it be a new employment opportunity or a career change, or possibly starting a new business, that we should tap into that resource. And an important part of this program is putting together a roster of Rotary coaching volunteers to offer their expertise to Rotaractors and Rotarians alike who could be in need of this type of help. And we will match them up in a one-on-one situation with people who can obviously help them in their search. And not only that, but we add the networking aspect in, and that gives us an even more of a boost to help these people get into the track, into the place that they would like to be. So we're here to help you, and we are in need of more volunteer coaches. So there are going to be opportunities for those of you who feel you would like to give back a little bit to some fellow Rotarians who are in need and help coach them and get them on the path to where they'd like to go. There'll be more information coming out about this. We're trying to get this coaching program up and ready no later than February 1. And with that, I would like to turn this over to Kim Walden, who's going to speak about some vocational resources that are being made available to everybody. Kim?
I'm thinking Kim may be having an issue because I had asked her to unmute and got no response earlier.
Okay, well, oh, there she is.
Sorry, guys. In the career resource section of the Rotary Works website, you'll find tools to help you transition to that new job. To help you with how to write a resume, where you can upload some free resumes, a cover letter site, articles on keyword searches for your resume, very important. How to make the most of your LinkedIn profile. Everyone searches.
Perhaps we need to come back to Kim and she can come in on her phone so the audio is better.
Okay, we will come back to Kim because it sounds like she's having a little bit of difficulty, but she has some important information to share about the resources. So thanks to all of our career strategies folks. We appreciate you sharing that information. And I noticed that Terry Weaver and others have posted in the chat ways that you can access this information. It's really a unique website. It's www.rotary.works. That's it. No .com after that, no .org, no .anything, just rotary.works, and it'll take you right to the zone website. In addition to having information to share with everybody about career development and professional strategies, we thought it was important to add a program that allowed Rotarians a way to do two things. One, to post a profile if they were actually looking for work. And secondly, for those Rotarians who have positions, full-time, part-time, volunteer, temporary, we wanted a place for them to be able to post those jobs. So we were very lucky to have some talented people in District 6980 to volunteer to do a pilot. So here to tell you a little bit about that pilot and how that is going to roll out to the zone, I want to introduce District Governor Mike Vernon.
Thank you, Director Stephanie. We had a little bit of background. We started last year with our District Governor, Cindy Ciosi, and then District Governor Designate Andre Goyanis. We're very concerned about Rotarians who are losing their jobs here in Central Florida. And so an idea started. And on the 1st of July, we initiated that idea with a newly outward facing webpage and a job board that Andreas Boyanis developed and designed. The job board, we talked about it. Stephanie came to visit us for a club planning workshop. We talked more about job board. She mentioned career planning, and we were invited to some meetings. And as we did that, and thanks to Kim Walden for coming up with the marvelous name of Rotary Works, we transitioned our district job board into a district career center. And our district career center is probably best shown in the little video that follows. We're excited to introduce a new service to our members. That service is called Rotary Works. Rotary Works is for Rotarians seeking employment, Rotarians who wish to change careers, and for those Rotarians who wish to be coaches and mentors. Rotary Works is about Rotarians helping Rotarians.
A new addition to RotaryCentralFlorida.org, our public-facing website for District 69E. For starters, visit RotaryCentralFlorida.org, and from the main page, navigate to the far right, and you'll see Rotarian resources. In there, you can click on Career Center, and it will take you to Rotary Works Career Center. Scroll down, and you will see a few options. The first one is the Rotarian Job Board. This is a location where we have an active job board where you can find any positions listed, and these positions are requested by Rotarians to either run a business, own a business, or work for a business, and they would like to share that position to hire someone with Rotary's values. To access it, you can just click on the job board and you can see what positions are open. There's going to be full-time, part-time, volunteer, and even temporary positions. Again, if you're interested in listing a job in there, contact me at rotarianandres@gmail.com. Next is Rotarians seeking jobs. If you're a Rotarian who would like to let others know that you are open for new opportunities, all we need is your headshot, your full name, a headline, and a brief bio. Once we have that information, I can list it and you will be actually visible to others. Then we have Rotary Works coaches. These are the mentors who will coach someone interested in changing careers or someone who has recently lost his or her job, and they can guide them into how to develop a resume, how to connect with some of their own resources, and essentially help them to a point where they can go ahead and enter a new career or find a new job. All of these services are free to active Rotarians. Last but not least, we have shared some career search tools, and we also have a career development section with articles we've curated to help you understand the opportunity and the challenges ahead. I hope you can peruse this website. Again, visit RotaryCentralFlorida.org, and you can either go to the Career Center by navigating to the far right, and there's going to be a drop down with Career Center, or just type RotaryCentralFlorida.org/RotaryWorks. That's it. Thank you.
We're excited about the service being offered to our members. We expect an expansion in the near future to zones 33 and 34 level. So if you're seeking employment, looking to change careers, or want to volunteer to be a coach or a mentor, please join us. Rotary Works is about Rotarians helping Rotarians. And so, Andreas, back to you.
Very well. Well, thank you very much, Mike. Again, we are making also Rotary Means Business a part of Rotary Works in our district. We believe that there are common goals serving the professional community within both Rotary and Rotaract. And this is going to be a major enhancement that we will continue to communicate our findings and how we can best improve Rotary Works. Next, we also have selected a district coordinator for Rotary Works in District 6980. That's Mr. Dave Harrison. He's an experienced business professional. He's a member of the Rotary Club of the Villages, Noon, and he will be working directly with coaches and Rotarians and Rotaractors who are interested in participating. With that said, I'm going to pass this on to Daryl Keys, District Governor for 6960, who will share about his own development of Rotary.works, an actual standalone website that will replace eventually the zone section.
Thank you, Andreas, and good afternoon, everybody, and Happy New Year. It's a great privilege to be involved in this initiative, which I'm very, very excited about. As Stephanie mentioned, we've secured the URL, which is Rotary.works. And as she said, there's no .com or .org after that. It's purely Rotary.works. At the moment, it just redirects straight into the zone website. And there are some resources there that you can see. But what we're trying to do is not get all 31 districts to build their own pages. They can, if you want to, you can, but we want to simplify it for a lot of the districts who don't necessarily have that capability. So at zone level, what we're doing is we're building a central website, which Rotary.works will be the domain for, and also a central job board. So that will hopefully make life easier for all districts and also ensure it's all rolled out much more quickly. So the job board elements will be very similar to what you've just seen on the video that Mike showed. So businesses can post opportunities and jobs, whether they're full-time, part-time, whether they're temporary, or even for volunteers. In addition to that, the second element is that candidates can also post their availability. Now, rather than reinventing the wheel, we're suggesting as part of this that it links into a candidate's LinkedIn profile because all the information that you would need on a candidate actually generally sits in LinkedIn, including all their connections as well. The third element is mentors or coaches can actually post sort of their desire to be a mentor or a coach, and that will be assessed by the mentor or coaching team. And then finally, the candidates themselves can actually seek the skills of a mentor or a coach. So just to reiterate, there are 4 elements. Businesses can post opportunities, candidates can post their availability, mentors can apply to be a mentor or coach, and a candidate can seek a mentor or coach through the job board. We're very sort of hopeful that the site can be rolled out sometime later this month, and obviously we'll keep you informed in that respect. So thank you for your attention, and I'd like now to pass over to Director Stephanie.
Thank you so much, Daryl and Andres and Mike. I'm so excited about this concept of the job board. It has such a great application. And I want to just underscore something that District Governor Mike said. You know, this whole initiative is about Rotarians helping Rotarians and Rotaractors. You know, we are people of action. And how many times have I said, have you said, you know, we help people who we may never meet, and that's true, and we will continue to do that. But this project gives us an opportunity to help people who are in our backyards, and that's where the world begins. It doesn't end there, but it does begin there. So it's a very exciting opportunity. We're going to try to kick back now to Kim Walden and see if we get better audio, because Kim has some important information to share about the resources. Kim, can we hear you a little better this time?
I sure hope so, Stephanie.
Yes.
Great. I just wanted to let you guys know that we've got a career resource section where you're going to find all kinds of tools to help you transition to that new job. So in the career transition resources section, you'll find all kinds of tips to help you with your job transition, which include free resume and cover letter sites, an article on keyword searches for your resume, which is very helpful to recruiters out there looking for you. how to make the most of your LinkedIn profile, which we've just heard is so important, guide to business attire nowadays, how to create a killer elevator speech, everything from illegal interview questions and how to handle them, how to handle job offer negotiation, which we hope happens very quickly with this program. And we're going to continue to add resources. So check back often, and also feel free to send in any that you feel would be a good thing to share, and we'll add those to the site. So back to you, Stephanie.
All right, thanks, Kim. And Kim, while I'm speaking, maybe you can post your email in the chat so that people know where they can send those resources. Thank you so much. Now to talk about the third part of this initiative, I want to introduce two folks who are going to talk with you about the Impact Fund. The Impact Fund is what makes Rotary Works so unique. There are other places in the Rotary world who have career programs and vocational programs, but this really is a really unique part of our initiative. The Impact Fund is a program that will allow Rotarians or Rotaractors who have been financially distressed by a career transition to apply for a one-time grant of $500 to help them over whatever bump that is. Now, it's not going to pay somebody's mortgage, it's not going to pay, you know, big things, but it may help somebody pay their Rotary dues. It may help somebody bridge the gap between putting food on the table one week and waiting for, you know, SNAP programs or other benefits to come in. It may help somebody buy a professional wardrobe or parts of a wardrobe so that they can look professional on a Zoom interview. We're not going to tell people how to use that grant, but we do have a process in place to screen applicants who may apply for it. So here to tell you about that process and how it works, let me introduce our team member, Clenise Platt. Clenise?
Thank you so much, Director Stephanie. As Director Stephanie indicated, this is such an incredible part of the Rotary Works program. We often have the opportunity to make a difference and contribute financially to those that are outside of our organization. But with this idea of the Impact Fund, we have the opportunity to contribute to make a difference in the lives of our own Rotarians, as well as our Rotaractors. As was stated, this will be an opportunity for individuals to secure a one-time grant that will allow them to bridge that financial gap during a career transition. But then the other thing that is so important about this is that we want them to make sure that they have an opportunity to share exactly why this is important to them. So the process will include Rotarians and Rotaractors actually completing the confidential Impact Fund application to apply for the grant. Once that application is reviewed, then those individuals who are able to secure the one-time grant will be notified. It is a confidential process. We want people to understand that. This is such an exciting part of our Rotary Works program because it takes the program not just from that one-on-one where we have an opportunity to make a difference within our careers, but we have an opportunity to make a difference financially as well. The program is actually going to begin during the second quarter of 2021, and we're doing that strategically so that it will allow everyone to have an opportunity to participate and to contribute. One of the things that is most important is that we have the funds available for those individuals who do apply for the grant. Who do apply for the grants. And to speak to that, I am very honored and pleased to introduce a teammate, Jack Cohen. Jack, take it away.
Thanks. Well, my part is real simple. As you all know, this does take money to make it work. And so we're asking. You all know people that probably are unemployed, those that need help right now. Maybe we can do something for our own, like show them that we do care and help put some dollars into this program and make this work. Each and every one of us had that opportunity through DACDB to put through that website a way to throw some dollars in and be able to to help out this program. Knowing that every district is there and everybody that can help, we're asking each district maybe to step up. $1,000 is what we're asking. If you can do that, think about how many people we can help. Those Rotarians in your districts, in your clubs that might need a little bit extra at this time. You know, it's a difficult time. And I imagine some of you are thinking right now, been there. You all understand. And if you haven't, you're blessed. So think about what we can do to bless those others. So thanks, and look and find the best way you can do it to give a hand. Thank you. I'll turn this over now to Stephanie.
Thank you, Jack, and thank you, Clarice, for the explanation about our impact fund. Now our final speaker today is going to be the lady who keeps us moving and on track and communicates and sets up our Zoom calls and does all the background work, the important work that keeps us on track. So let me introduce Susan Corder, who will talk with you a little bit about the communication part of Rotary Works and how we're getting the word out. Susan?
Thank you. We have a lot of information that's going out as we evolve very quickly with the program, and we want to continue to disseminate that to everyone on this call and then some, so that we can make as large of an impact as possible. And some of the communication tools I'm going to share with you today are available on our website. And if you go to the Zone website, you can access the page currently until the Rotary Works website is live. And some of the things that are on our website, as you can see on your screen here, are the webinars that we've been discussing that are upcoming. There's live links where you can go ahead and register for the webinar. And if you've missed a webinar, you can click on the recordings of previous webinars and view those. There's a lot of information on what Rotary Works, the initiative is, and there's also contacts on how you can support the fund, link to resources, requesting a coach or requesting to be trained as a coach. We're also sending out weekly news or monthly newsletters that you should be receiving, but you can also access those if you didn't receive it via email on our website. And I'd like to invite everyone to visit our Facebook page, where you can also receive information on the Rotary Works program, contact information, and meet the team for the Rotary Works committee. If you'd like and follow our page, you'll get constant notifications when we share and post information. And we also streaming our webinars live each month, and you can find that on the Facebook page as well. I'm going to put my email in the comment section, and what I'd like for you to do, if you have any club meetings coming up or district meetings coming up where you'd like to receive more information about the Rotary Works initiative or share that information with other Rotarians and Rotaractors, please send me an email. Let me know when your meeting's going to be, and we can put together a 10 to 15-minute presentation or fill up any time slot you'll allow us, so that we can continue to get the information out to the Rotarians and Rotaractors who could benefit from the program. I'm going to turn it over to one of our Rotary coordinators from Zone 33 to share a little bit more about how we're communicating information out. Patrick Eakes, take it away.
Thank you, Susan. As most of you are aware, Zone 33 and 34 have 3 coordinators each. The 6 of us support districts and clubs in public image, Rotary Foundation, and membership. All 6 of us are excited about the Rotary Works program. It fits so well with our Rotary Action Plan, which of course is to increase our impact, expand our reach, enhance participant engagement, and increase our ability to adapt. All 4 pillars are addressed by Rotary Works. And we think it's the right response to the needs of Rotarians and non-Rotarians that we find ourselves now in the worst economy since the Great Depression. So Director Stephanie, as I turn it back over to you, I want you to know that you can count on all 6 coordinators and our teams to support and promote Rotary Works to all the clubs and districts across both zones.
Thank you so much, Patrick and Susan. Appreciate the whole team. So I am so proud of the individuals that you've seen today, and there are more who were not part of the call today, who are working on this incredible initiative. I'm going to ask past Director David to let us know if there have been any questions in the chat window that we need to address at this time.
We have had a couple of questions that the team has answered, but in case anyone someone had not seen the chat, I want to clarify that it's been said several times, but there was some confusion in the chat. Rotary.works is all you need to put in when you go in. You don't have to put this long full email. We have a domain for that. There's a question about where would money be sent for the impact fund. There are two ways to do that. One is to go to Rotary.works and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and the donations are actually made to the Zone 3334 Foundation. So you'll receive a tax receipt for that. The other opportunity is if you want to mail a check, you might go to the chat box and take down the address. It's P.O. Box 785, Troy, North Carolina 27371. And someone has asked, can we see the application for the impact fund without filling one out?
Once the application has been reviewed by Clinice and her team and edited, our zone webmaster, Terry Weaver, will make sure that it does appear on the website. And yes, you'll be able to download it from the website so you can see it as well as download it and use it.
There's a question about who receives the Rotary Works newsletter and communication directly to all members in the zones or otherwise. And Susan responded that the newsletter goes out via DACDB to Rotarians in Zone 33 and 34. But as she showed you on, she or Clinice one showed you on the screen, it is also available on their website to forward. All sessions, just a reminder, of the Rotary.works are at 1 p.m. Eastern time and all months and all sessions. There's a question, will district dollar contributions remain within that district?
My understanding, and I'll defer to Jack on this, but my understanding is not necessarily. Jack?
Yeah, I would think that we're trying to help people, and we can't guarantee that it'll stay in your district. If someone needs help in another area, we surely want to be able to give them that help.
You know, we have 70,000 Rotarians in our two zones. If everybody gave $1, oh my gosh, we'd have $70,000, and at $500 a grant, we could help so many people. So do what we can.
There's also a question, can this also potentially be used to advertise for district leadership roles in our respective districts so that we can source a wider pool of candidates, some who might not have realized have relevant skills or experience?
I'm going to ask Patrick Eakes to answer that question. I know the answer, but Patrick?
I am sorry to tell you that I lost audio for part of that, so I didn't hear it all.
Well, the question was, go ahead, David, repeat it, please.
The question is, can this program also potentially be used to advertise for district leadership roles in our respective districts so that we can source a wider pool of candidates, some who we might not have realized have relevant skills or experience?
I think the answer is a resounding yes. We want to take advantage. That's one of the great resources of Rotary is our broad professional experience. So I think we definitely want to take advantage in that way.
Director Stephanie and Peter, I believe that's all the questions that we currently have in the chat.
Okay, before I turn it back over to Peter, I just want to thank all the members of the Rotary Works team who are on the call today, as well as those who were not, for putting together what I think is just an amazing initiative for Rotary Zones 33 and 34. For those of our friends who are on this call who are not in our zones, be aware that there are portions of this that are open to any Rotarians or any guests. So if you have people in your areas who are searching for career information, they are welcome to join our career strategy sessions. We would encourage that. So although this is a Rotary Zone initiative, there are portions of it that are available to non-Rotarians, to Rotarians from other areas, as well as for guests. So with that, Peter, I'm going to turn it over to you for our close.
Right. Well, thank you, Stephanie. And congratulations to you and all the Rotary Works team. What a great presentation and what a great initiative. Much needed, well thought out, well prepared. I'm full of admiration for the work that you and your colleagues have done to get this project to where it is now. And I encourage everybody to support it by donating, by offering your services as a mentor, or in any of the other ways that the team outlined. So that brings this session to a close, and I want to tell you that our next Zoomformation call for Zone 33 and 34 and more will be on Monday, February the 1st. February is Rotary's Peace, Conflict and Resolution Month, and we'll be having a presentation from another zone-wide initiative. Some of you may have heard about this. Peace, Youth Plus Peace in Action, engaging 100,000 young community peace builders. This is a very exciting initiative. 21 districts out of our 31 districts are already on board and have contributed significantly to getting this project off the ground. You'll hear an update of where we are and a lot more information. So be sure to dial in on the 1st of February. And now it's my pleasure to introduce for his debut to lead us in the four-way test, Director nominee Jeremy Hurst.
Thank you so much, Director Peter and Stephanie. What a tremendous presentation, and Happy New Year to everybody. So please, could you unmute yourselves and join me as best as it's possible to do on Zoom in the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do.
Is it the truth?
Is it
all concerned? Will it
good
goodwill and benefit
beneficial to all concerned?